What's up, you guys? Web here from OneGlanceTrader.com, and welcome to week 16 of me trading the options wheel strategy on Riot blockchain. And if you're brand new to this series or brand new to options, the playlist of this series is down below, where I go through step by step, live in real time examples every single week of me trading 100 shares or one contract in Riot. And since week 4, well, from weeks 1 to 4, I was selling cash secured puts. I got assigned 100 shares at $33.50, and since that time I've been selling covered calls. And again, as you'll see, I track every single element of my journey, so you guys are fully transparent, and I'm taking you behind the scenes of my thought process and the stocks, not the stocks, sorry, the trades I'm taking every single week. So you can see here that I've added 3% on in this current week with these two trades, which we'll go on to shortly. But I just wanted to start with Riot's chart, and I'm shooting this video on Thursday morning. This video will be uploaded on the same day, 2nd of December. But for those who've been watching the markets yesterday, the S&P down, Nasdaq, everything absolutely tanked yesterday, and Riot was no exception as well. And that's mainly down to, the macro elements of like interest rates and tapering and all that good stuff. But yesterday was detected of the first of the new variant inside the US, and that obviously spooked the market. I think this is all short term. I think we will recover without any issues, as we've seen with all the other previous variants that have come and are still here. But again, you're going to get this kind of short term reaction to the market. And you can see on this daily chart, I've got a Riot. Riot was trading at a high of $40.95 and closed at 35.60. So and that's mainly because Bitcoin was up 2-3% earlier on in the day, and then I think traded or ended slightly down. And we can have a look at the chart now. Yesterday it ended up 0.42%, but really had a high of 59 and then closed at 57. So again, you can see here from a Bitcoin's perspective that we are on the daily still in this uptrend, and even though price is now below the long-term moving averages, the long-term cloud is still green, even though the short term now, as you can see, is changed to red. So as it stands at the moment, the long-term play, I still think we're going up. We're still touching or hovering around this trend line. We've got two drops there, so I'm expecting to see. I would have expected to see the reaction to this trend line, but as we're seeing here with the macro events of the new variant coming in, we might consolidate around this area. So hoping that Bitcoin pushes up against there, which is only good news for Riot, because Riot is a crypto mining stock and is very volatile and, well, used to mimic the elements of what Bitcoin is doing. But either way, I'm still quite comfortable at our cost basis of 33.50. So you can see here, similar story really. The long-term moving average is in this dark green cloud. It's still staying green. We're kind of using that as a bit of a resistance zone. The short term, I don't know if you can see it, is has changed from red to green. So we've got the short term and the long term cloud both pointing inside the green direction, which is great. So overall, I'm not too concerned where we are, and I've been playing on this volatility, and I'm thinking I might do something else as well, because I placed my trades on Tuesday, right? And I'll show you exactly what I did and what I'm thinking of doing before tomorrow, depending on what happens pre-market. So pre-market, again, it's down slightly by 40 cents, but we've still got some time to go. So if we have a look what we did here, as in the last week's video, you remember I opened a 37 call expiring this Friday and picked up $233 premium. So I rolled from the week before. So what I did on the Wednesday is that I bought that option back for $1.35, and what I did is opened a brand new option expiring the 10th, so next Friday, and increased my strike to 38. And the reason why I did that, because at the time Riot was hovering around the 37 and a half mark, and I wanted to make sure that I was moving my strike up as price went up, and hopefully still pick up a net credit, and also increasing up my strike. So if my shares did get called away and Riot did smash through the 40, which it did yesterday morning before it tanked, I've then got another $100 of appreciation of that stock, just in case it did run to the moon and I couldn't really roll the position out. So that's my thought process of why I've done that. And what's happened here is, if we look at this, two trades in isolation, it was a net credit of $96 that I managed to get. So that pumped up the total premiums to $754, which has taken the ROI from the previous video from 20% to 23% in one week. And you guys will know, back when the price was absolutely tanking, I was picking up, $19, $11, $7, $19, $34. But now I'm picking up at least, kind of net credits of like, 96 odd dollars, which is absolutely great. So if we look at the current performance, the price is 35.60. I own 100 shares at 33.50. I've invested obviously 3,350. The difference between the current price and my cost basis is plus $210. So if my shares did get called away, that's $210 up. And my break even, which is basically taking into account the premium that I've received already, is $25.96. And to visualize that, we are pretty much at a break even at these lows. So as long as I sell anywhere above 25.96 on this overall trade, I'll be making a profit. Ideally, I don't want to be selling my shares below my cost basis, because I'll be giving anywhere between here. I'll be giving back premium as well. But as time goes on, as I'm selling more covered calls, my cost basis is lowering as time goes on, and hopefully eventually it'll get below this line here. So I know that even if the price does tank to below my cost basis at 27, 28, I'll be more than happy to start selling covered calls below my cost basis. And I'm in a great position here, I think, because I picked up a lot of premium. And if, for those who've been watching my videos, will see that my break even has continually been going down. That if price does get back to these levels, I'm more than happy to sell covered calls at 30, 31, 32, because even if price did shoot up, I could roll the position out, or I would give back some of my premium. But that is, now I'm in a great position now that I built this position over time. Unless Riot starts dropping, way below over here, I've got no problem selling below my cost basis because of my break-even level, and that's the flexibility of options. So just to let you know what I'm thinking of doing here. So as you can see, the current price is now 35.60. Now, if the price continues to go down, to buy back my 38 option, at the moment I bought it for $231, the price of that option will go down to maybe $100 or whatever it may be. So what I would probably do is buy back the 38 strike at the 10th of December and open a brand new covered call with the same expiration but with a lower strike at the 37 or the 36. And what that will do, because I'm rolling down closer to the current price of 35.60, I'll be able to pick up a net credit. Now, again, if this is short-term lived and then early next week, right, then goes back up to 40, then again, I'll have another challenge on my hand, or I could potentially roll out for another week. But I've started to enjoy rolling out contracts with the same expiration to pick up a further net credit. So hopefully that kind of makes sense, and hopefully I can try visualize that hopefully next week if I did make this play, and I'll go through that play in more detail next week. So that's where my thinking is here. I'd love to hear your comments down below on that. So I'm looking to buy back the 38 strike expiring the 10th of December and opening another covered call at a lower strike, 37 or 36, at the same expiration, in the hope to pick up another net credit for the same week to again put more money in my pocket and to increase that ROI, and again reducing my break even further. So that's the plan. That's what I would really love to do. I hope that makes sense. I hope you've enjoyed this latest update in what I've been doing, and I shall see you guys in the next video.